WSBT 22's Suzanne Spencer is in Granger at Kabelin's, where work is underway.
It's a local hardware shop that made getting tools and hardware in Granger easy. Kabelin's has been around the local Granger area for the past 10 years. And for the first time, we're getting a look at all of the damage that this fire caused this local landmark. But all of this started in August with a lightning strike that struck the front of the building right above the main doors. It traveled through a metal rod to the side of the building that caught fire, causing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage. The fire ignited here at the south corner of the building. This is the area where really the fire destroyed the majority of this section, which still has to come down. The owner tells us they hope to reopen in the springtime, but a lot of that depends on the weather conditions. We also talked with a lot of people who are reacting to the news of this local business reopening. Hear from them at 6. In Granger, Suzanne Spencer, WSBT 22 News. It is, and it started with a lightning strike nearly 3 months ago that started this fire. Just yesterday, crews worked to demolish here the south side of the building, which really saw most of the damage. But this is just one step in rebuilding something that was much more than a place to many people. The light is coming back on at Kabelin Hardware.
This whole thing has to come down and get completely rebuilt.
Rebuilding, rewiring a hardware store that's on the mend.
This is like starting all over. It is literally like starting all over, which is just a tremendous, tremendous amount of work.
Work that starts from the ground up. In August, lightning struck a metal beam on the front of the building, sparking a fire in the office space within that building. Now that smoke and fire damage is evident. A gutted interior, all the inventory, a loss.
It's really hard to run a small business with all the different things that you need to do. When you put on top of it a project like this, a complete rebuild, that's what makes it the most tough.
What can we help you find? A hacksaw.
It's also tough for longtime workers like Doug Christine.
Kind of like a 24 tooth. There we go.
He was employed for the store before Kabelin's took over almost 10 years ago.
There's been a few teary eyes along the way in the process of doing that. I mean, everybody was just really upset when it happened to the store.
Christine, along with all the other employees, were placed in other Kabelin stores across the state. A gesture that he says speaks volumes to the power that this place has within its employees and the community.
There's just a real, I want to call it a family connection, you know, with the people up there. That's the whole concept of that store, a community store.
Management tells me work will continue on the store through much of the winter, but they do hope to open sometime in March, whether that's mid or late March. Time will only tell. They also told me that all of this damage was worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're live in Granger tonight. Suzanne Spencer, WSBT 22 News.